what you want, what you want.
Hi guys, Ace's back with another video for you, and I've got a little of a different video for you today. It's a bit of a classic Wargamer video because loads of people have done it in various different ways, and I'm just going to talk a little bit about stripping your models. So we've all had it that just due to how much things cost, we all dabble in eBay or get models from our friends or whatever it might be, or even paint stuff a long time ago and then come back to them and want to change them. So it's a classic dilemma of how do we strip the models back down so we can repaint them again. And there are loads of different methods to do this with various different successes and failures, and I've tried lots of them, as again I'm sure loads of you have. It's a common problem and dilemma, and lots of people swear by different methods. Now the one that I have used and actually had a lot of success with over the years has been Dettol. Now Dettol, and in fact I've even got me trusty Dettol still sitting here. You know, it does the job, it does do the job, but it does have a few problems. One, it stinks to high heaven. It really does, and that's a nuisance. It's a bit toxicating, so you don't particularly want to be doing it unless you've got windows open and you've got an area where you can do it nice and safely. And then also the problem with Dettol is it leaves a really sticky residue that you have to kind of almost scrub off in the Dettol and get rid of everything before you even touch it with water, otherwise it's finished. So it can be a bit problematic. It's not impossible, and it's okay. It also takes a little while to strip it back. Not terrible, but anyway, I'm nattering. So I've got a lot of miniatures I need to get stripped down. I'm kind of trying to get all my Tyranids done sort of around the end of this year, stroke beginning of next year, or get majority of them done. And originally when I started Tyranids, I did High Fleet Kraken, so a lot of my stuff is kind of that cream and reddy colour. I've got thousands of points worth of that. Which is fine for friendly games, but slowly but surely I want to try and get it all in the High Fleet Voro colours. And I've been spurred on the end of this year. I want to try and get all my army together so you can see it all in its full glory. And the only way I'm going to do that is if I can get it all sort of painted up. What I put the feelers around in the community to try and find what was the best method. Watched a lot of videos, got a lot of feedback, went on a lot of forums, and again the opinion is split. There's no two ways about it. It's not gospel. There is no rhyme or reason. But what I did listen to, I heard in one of Idic Beer's videos a while ago that he uses this stuff. Now you might even have a video on this in his archive. He probably does. But I kind of heard him sort of talk about it and say how good it was. And it was only really a passing comment in one of his videos. But I kind of thought, I'll have a look into that. So I got in touch with Nick. He's a good friend, and he's always sort of there to help out when I've got questions or bits and pieces. He's got a wealth of knowledge when it comes to miniatures. He's been doing it a long time. So I asked him about this stuff, and he was absolutely just sold on it. Says it's the best thing. So I kind of thought, okay, well let's give it a go. So you can get this stuff on eBay. It comes in various sizes. It even comes in a spray that might be quite handy. It's just kind of an all-purpose paint stripper. And if we have a little look, I can show you what it looks like inside. It's just a very kind of watery white paste. It doesn't have a smell. It has very slight odour, but almost fragrant free, I suppose. It is a little bit of a synthetic smell, but it's really not too bad at all. You can hardly smell it. So yeah, it's from that sort of side straight away it gets the tick. So yeah, it's not that expensive. I can't remember exactly the price, but my best advice is just chuck in Biostrip20 into your eBay, and it will pop up and you'll be able to see the various prices for there. I don't know how easy it is to get overseas, but it was pretty easy for me. So got this little tub, got it through, and I've just sort of given it its first outing, and wow, this stuff's pretty damn impressive. But what I want to do is kind of I want to show you guys. So I've got this. This is a nice thickly coated spore mine, very old school, very 80s. I don't know what paint's been used, but I'm not 100% sure. It's sort of GW paint. It's a bit shiny, it's a bit thick. It's the sort of stuff that normally is a bit of a nightmare to get rid of. It's probably primed underneath, it's probably painted on underneath. So yeah, it's going to be quite interesting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this just a quick dunk, and then I'm going to leave it to do its business just for a couple of hours, and then we'll just sort of see what the results are. So give me a second, I'll just pause this and I'll come back to you in a minute. Okay guys, so as I kind of hoped and expected from my first findings, this stuff is awesome. It's absolutely stripped this right down. I mean, it's almost impossible to get this right out of the cracks, but it's all out of there as well. I mean, you can't see really well, but I can prime this again, and the full amount of detail is gonna be able to get to. So I mean, even I've got like mold lines and things now I can see on it. So it's stripped it down amazingly well. Stripped it all off the base. It's really clean. Doesn't smell. Once I just brushed off all the paint, which came straight off with a toothbrush, I could just pretty much just rinse the rest of it off. It just rinsed off, then left no sticky residue, no nothing. It's just ready to be primed again and to go straight away. So you know, it's incredible. It really is good stuff. So I would heavily recommend this as a good method to strip down your miniatures. So I hope this video has been of help, particularly if people haven't yet stumbled upon it. Thank you very much, Nick. If you haven't already, which I'm sure you have, but if you haven't, check out the link below. It's a link to Nick's channel. Jump over there and you'll get an idea of all the different hints and tricks and tips that Nick puts on his videos that are always very, very helpful. So check out and give him a sub if you haven't already. But yeah, awesome stuff. Definitely gets my tick. So check it out for all your stripping needs. Anyway guys, please do like, comment and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.